Welcome to the Onyx Path News. Yes, it is Monday, and that means it is time to recap some of our releases from Onyx Path. Last Wednesday, we released for Scion 2nd Edition a very hotly anticipated Scion 2nd Edition sourcebook. It is called Wild Hunt. Now, I have often heard and seen people say that they love the material of Scion 2nd Edition. They love how well it's written. They love the ideas they get that spring off the page, but they still need more help. They need more help knowing how to structure their games. They need to give the player characters some cause, some objective, some origin, some challenge, and some structure. Now, to those people, I can now point them at Wild Hunt. Why? Because this is a big book of organizations, first and foremost. You have various groups present in this game that exist within the Scion setting. Therefore, this book expands the Scion setting and lore. And if you want to use this word, metaplot, you have the Wild Hunt, the Immortals, the Kingsguard, Aurum, the Spiderweb Strands. Each one of these organizations gives your Scions a purpose in the world, capital W. And that is a very important thing, because there are lots of people who will play games and they need that defined objective to get their chronicle, their campaign, their story running. These organizations do that. But this book isn't just limited to organizations. You also get expanded paths and fate-binding rules related to playing members of organizations. So you are drilling down, if you like, into more focused elements of the setting of Scion 2nd Edition. This book also contains new birthrights and new knacks. So that is even more playable material. This isn't just story guide focused. This gives you lots of new things to add to your character sheet. And not forgetting story guides, lots of advice on how to include these groups, these powers, this setting material in your game of Scion 2nd Edition. This is a very good book. We have just released it in PDF as of last Wednesday. We are currently collecting feedback. Please pick up a copy of The Wild Hunt and let us know what you think of it. Remember, on DriveThruRPG, you can leave ratings and reviews, and they encourage other people to buy our book. So if you've already picked up a copy of Wild Hunt, now is a very good time to go in and leave a rating and review. Now, that was our big release for last Wednesday, but that isn't the only news we have, because last week we made a big song and dance about Onyx PathCon 2025 coming up soon between June 6th and 8th. We are going to have a whole host of panels, games, and a lot more taking place on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/theonyxpath, from June 6th to 8th. And if you want an entire list, the schedule, basically, of what we are doing over that weekend, you can find it on theonyxpath.com. It is not limited to us having a Curseborn panel or 3, Scion panel they came from, Earthbane cycle, that's Monster Kingdoms, The World Below, At the Gates, Trinity Continuum, Exalted, running online games, the Bodhana Group and Branch Riders, lots of games that we work on, some of which you know, some of which you may not. Realms of Pugmire, of course, the annual favourite, What's Up with Onyx Path, where we cover all of our game lines, Story Path Ultra, community content, and then over on twitch.tv/Plastic Age Plays, because we are not limited to one channel, we've got games of Trinity Continuum, Steam Wars, Scarred Lands using the Savage Worlds system, because you can now buy Scarred Lands products using Savage Worlds, Curseborn, Aberrant, Scion, They Came From Beyond the Grave, Branch Riders, Assassins, Scion again. There is a lot going on, and there's going to be even more as we get closer and closer and closer. So book that weekend off. Carve out some time, check the schedule, make sure you tune in live, because almost every one of these panels is going to have a Q&A at the end, where if you have a question for any of us, you post it in the chat and we will address it. But we can only do that if you tune in live. Now, footage from the convention will ultimately, I am sure, end up on this YouTube channel, providing all of the tech works out. So if you do happen to miss it, do not despair. We will get the footage to you if we can. But try to tune in live. It is the best way of enjoying Onyx PathCon. And there's always so many games to enjoy. If you head on over to startplaying.games, so listen to this, startplaying.games/event/onyx-path-2025. Did you get that? You are going to find a big selection of games you can sign up to play. And you can add your own games there. If there's a game you want to run or a game you want to play, head on over to Start Playing, add the game you want to get involved in, and attract more people to it. This is going to be a big weekend of gaming, and we want people to have fun with our various games here at Onyx Path Publishing. So, that's it from me for this week. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you next time.